Hello everybody. It's Monday, March 2nd. And if I sound tired, because I am, as I told y'all, I was getting serious about my workout. I have posted a few videos of some of the stuff that I've started eating since last Wednesday, the first day of Lent. And I don't know if I said what I won't be eating, but let me just get into a little bit. I know I've been wanting to start working out, was just lazy. Not even so much lazy, but I was doing a lot of running back and forth with my son and his football, taking trips out of state, his football games. And that's what kind of burnt me out last year. When I stopped working out, when I couldn't even get through a class. And one of my homegirls, Beast Mindy, she does kettle booty. She was like, you need to take a rest. She saw it in my face and my performance that I wasn't doing well. And she was like, stop and rest before you hurt yourself. And I had to do that because I was literally running behind my son into basketball season, I think it was. Or was it? Yeah, into basketball. And then my youngest son was playing basketball. So it was just kind of bumping heads. Like I would literally go take my class, hurry up and shower, throw on my clothes, and run to the game, whoever was playing. And so I needed a break. Plus, on top of that, last October, I had appendicitis, so I couldn't work out for a couple of months anyway. And then I tried to go back, and it was just like, stop and rest. So, also too, which let me know my body was tired, was I was having shoulder pain really bad. And I went to get acupuncture, and the lady who does it, Ashley, she's really good. You have to do a checkup with her first. So she has these long list of pages of questions that she needs to know before, so she can put together your plan of what you need. And when she felt my pus, she was like, your body is really tired. And at that point, I was still working out. Like I was literally going to work out after my appointment with her. But it worked. It helped my shoulder. Like the first day I did it, it helped. But again, because I kept running, and she was all the way out in, I don't know if it was Scottsdale or Phoenix, but it got to the point where I just was like, you know what, keep the money, cancel my appointments, don't worry about it, because I was just too tired to get up and go. So now, fast forward to 2020. Over the last several months, when I would go to the doctor, my blood pressure was up and down. And so when I got my physical last April, my doctor said it's pretty much in normal range. I kind of like checked it because I have a blood pressure cuff. My oldest son, he suffered with youth or teenage, whatever you want to call it, borderline high blood pressure. My husband was the same way. So we had to get one for him. And I would, do my blood pressure for every day. I did it for like a month and a half, 2 months or something like that. And, it was up and down, but my doctor said for the most part, it was pretty stable. So fast forward to middle to end of 2019, 2020, I was going to my GYN, and she noticed over the last couple of appointments that my blood pressure was high on both ends. Before, it was the bottom number that was always really high, but now it's starting to be the top and the bottom. And when I went to my doctor last Tuesday, he noticed that my pulse was a little high as well. And your pulse is basically how many beats per minute or second or whatever that your heart beat. And so that's called tachycardia, something like that. And you can really have like a stroke, a heart attack when your heartbeat is going too fast. So it was like borderline. It was like 103 or something like that. And my blood pressure was really high. It was like 155 over 90 something. So with those readings, he said, now it's time for you to address it. He said, because it is really high. It's like, I'm like borderline hypertension stage 1. And so he gave me a prescription for medicine that I had to take. And I was just like, I don't want to take no medicine. On top of that, I have mild to severe arthritis in my lower back, the C1L5 region. And it really acted up when I was on vacation to the point where I couldn't even lay down. I couldn't sit down. Advil was not working. I could barely bend down. It was bad for a couple of days. And so that's why I went to go see my doctor, really. So we've known about this since 2015. It was an accidental find when I was going to my GI doctor, but it never bothered me. So it was no need to address it. But now, 2020, and a whole lot of pounds later, it is bothering me. So with the arthritis and the high blood pressure, he was like, you need to lose weight. He gave me a medication for the arthritis to help with the inflammation in my back, and it'll probably help with my shoulder too, and my blood pressure medication. And that was a wake-up call. I'm only 46. I'm not ashamed to say it. And for me to be having blood pressure medication and arthritis, this was a wake-up call. I don't want to not wake up just because, I wanted to eat bad and not control my blood pressure. And I still have young kids. They teenagers, and 2 of them are young adults, but they're still young, and I'm still young. So between my husband and one of my friends, they was just like, get it together. So me and Diva Deb decided she was already doing it, and she's been losing weight because she's gained some weight too. And Deborah was much smaller than me, and she's shorter. She said, do Lent starting Wednesday. This was last week because I called her the night, the day I went to the doctor. And nowhere I was prepared to do no Lent on the next day, mentally. So I was on my way to the grocery store. So I just got everything that I needed. And she was like, no whites, no sugar, no white rice, white potatoes, and what else did she say? No something. That means no sodas, juice, and y'all know, shoot, no soda, not even once a week. I got to taper down off of that. Sheesh. I ain't no diabetical. I got high blood pressure. And so I said, I'll take it on, and I'll do what I can. But I will say the first 3 days I did pretty good, and you could go back and watch. I did some meal prep videos. I think I did 2 of them. And I also did a mukbang talking about intermittent fasting and doing Lent and just healthy eating as well. So y'all could go back and look for those videos and watch them. But I did pretty good. The first 3 days I stuck to it. That was Wednesday through Friday. Saturday, I'm trying to think, what did I have Saturday? Wait a minute. Oh, so on Saturday, to break my fast, I had a protein fruit smoothie along with a falafel Greek salad. That's what I broke my fast with. And then I didn't eat anymore until that night. And I did have pizza because I didn't feel like fixing anything. And during the first part of the day, I wasn't really feeling good. My back was slightly hurting me. And so, yeah, I did kind of break that. So, and I had 3 small slices of pizza and one of my Korean sodas, which they say is less sugar than a regular soda, and the size is also a whole lot smaller. And y'all have seen those sodas in some of my mukbangs, but I'm gonna come back with a part 2 of this.